Beside the microwave.
Beside the micro? 1,000 gigabytes of memory.
Are we set? Hello and welcome to Puny Gate, where you get a little jump into our podcast, The Stars Aren't Alright, a quick view behind the scenes. Today, I will be your host, Tom, otherwise known as that guy who you see eating leaves off of bushes in the street for no reason whatsoever under the light of a full moon. My guest will be none other than Alex Collins, who plays the illustrious Piotr Gaius Maitland. Please join me in welcoming said aforementioned illustrious person to our little show. Yeah. Yay. Welcome. Good to see you, Alex.
Good to see you.
Obviously, we record the show together. Mm-hmm. We just finished recording episode 4. So, when in your mind you pictured having the ability as Piotr to change, adapt, overcome, improvise in a positive way for the community, for society. Instead, you chose to become a methamphetamine addict and hit the morphine ripcord button whenever you didn't want to talk to anybody. Did you feel as though that was productive or simply lazy?
Obviously, I felt that was very productive. I felt like in any situation, I can get out of it by just hitting a button. Mm-hmm. Or multi-classing into another character and then just hitting a button again. Does that make sense?
It does, because it kind of sheds light onto this concept that you're not super committed to being in this world.
Well, I feel like the more I multi-class, the more options I have.
Yeah. And multi-classing into the historical importance of astroeconomics is fundamental to the complete distraction of the universe, which is, suffice it to say, the most important thing we can do. It's basically our universe's equivalent of TikTok.
Right. So I would be the first influencer in this world.
I would say you're the biggest influencer at this point from the way people are treating you. So when you discovered your newfound wealth, privilege, importance, clout, why did you run over a co-ed?
Because I could. I mean, what's the point of clout and influence and power if you can't do what you want to do?
I respect that. So, after running over a co-ed and Peter Griffining yourself to the glass door of your new abode, confronted physically, literally, with the implications of your newfound wealth and notoriety, did you feel good about it?
What is good? I mean, really.
Like, on what level?
Yeah, I mean...
It's a great question.
Did I feel remorse? No.
That's good. Okay.
Should I have? No.
Probably not. No, I would say no.
So, did I feel good? I think the question is, did I make the world a better place? And I did.
Probably.
I think I added value.
Yeah, Alicia seemed terrible. Up-and-coming
Your
academic
words.
Scholar.
Yep.
Volleyball all-star.
Fuck volleyball.
Yeah, terrible sport.
It really is. It's,
If the Olympics could do one thing,
eliminate volleyball.
and get rid of volleyball,
Players. Not just the sport.
Yeah,
the
all of them.
too.
And add more breakdancing. Yeah.
I like the way you think. Yeah, Australia's best sport.
Yeah, they really showed up for that one.
They did.
Speaking of showing up for things,
Yes.
you've purposely removed yourself from every significant interaction you've had this season through personal injury, hot tub time machine lube burns, or hitting that morphine button. Do you feel like the rest of the cast is gaining insights into what drives Piotr Gaius Maitland through this need to remain silent?
Well, what is silent?
That's a great question. Who can say what silence is? Maybe you could help us. What is silence to you, Alex?
It's the sound I hear when the rest of the cast is moving their mouth.
In what way?
When things aren't about me,
Yeah.
silence.
Profound.
You can see why I turned to drugs, because it's boring.
I understand. Imagine listening to the rest of us talk. How could our listeners even care?
You know, I'm glad you brought this up, because I've got some ideas on how to improve pretty much everything about this podcast.
I'll let you expound.
Amazing. So I have a 3-part plan as Alex Collin. 1, no chicks. Just honestly, they're holding us back. What are they doing with they're having these deep emotional scenes? What do the people want? Lube.
More of it.
More lube is point 2.
Oh.
Right? We get more lube in the podcast. Spicy, right?
Could be.
Could be.
People like strawberry.
People enjoy strawberry. What's even better than strawberry? Strawberry jalapeno.
Wow.
Think about it.
Someone call that bold.
Great. 3rd thing, and this is really the most important. I think this is really what's going to elevate us from, truthfully, hitherto, pretty amateur.
Sure.
Amateur show.
Of course.
More obscure economics references.
What's one that comes off the top of your head that you're like, man, this would confound people listening to the show?
Absolutely. Noam Chomsky.
Just Noam Chomsky. Full
He's a
stop.
linguist, you fucking idiot.
Okay. I understand that people may have some opinions about this, and I understand that. But the important thing to remember is just that my talent is really what carries this show, start to finish, really, like from beginning to end. And, you know, I don't mind holding the rest of you up, but it's, I just think that my considerations should be taken into account when we're considering the narrative implications of what we're doing here.
I couldn't agree more. So, what sort of tips would you give the rest of the cast to elevate it to your level?
For sure. I would say, so a lot of the cast is, you know, like really like deep and complex backstories, which is great. But I would say maybe focus less on that and focus more on teeing up my ability to ripcord myself out of scenes. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you want to, like, Glade and Juno, great. They're having this relationship. It's amazing. They're developing their romance and their friendship and, you know, kind of themselves.
Huge narrative implications.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yada, yada, yada. What if Piotr passed out in a hospital room with his ass out? I think that's something that we should be spending time on. And
Piotr's ass?
I can't, yeah. Honestly, I think it's an untapped market.
That ties into the whole idea that Piotr is still a virgin.
I mean, you know, a gentleman doesn't kiss and tell.
Or fap. So, with that in mind, I have one last question for you. You've brought a lot to the table. Primarily your
Some would
ability
say 100%.
of the table?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Listen, 25% of the time,
Yeah.
everybody else misses. 75% of the time, I hit crits. When you hit a crit, that's 200% damage. So when you think about that, I bring at least 800% damage to the table. And that's math.
And that's why your character is so bold in the world of economics, because math like that just doesn't come around
Those are straight facts.
every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes.
what I got to ask you is this. With obviously the brain power that you have, the charisma, the table, What do you foresee being the trajectory of Piotr for the rest of season 2? If the stars aren't all right.
I think Piotr seduces everyone.
Oh,
You know,
primarily who?
just balls deep in like gorgons, you know, behemoths,
Yeah.
beholders.
Yeah,
He's gonna be
they have so many eyes.
so many eyes, but he's only got eyes for them.
I love
That's
that.
the key.
I love
you
it.
know?
So you're monogamous.
No, fucking everyone, but still a virgin.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because it's in the ass.
Well, no, because it's in the mind.
It's a mind fuck.
Yeah.
So you're just emotionally available.
Yeah, emotionally available, mind fucking, a little bit of ass play, but mostly mind fucking.
All right, you heard it here first. Get ready for the David Blaine of emotional availability. As Piotr continues his journey through season 2, Piotr, Alex, wonderful character. Pleasure having you on Puny Gate.
Some would say the only character that matters.
And some wouldn't agree. Others would. Join us for more Piotr as you tune in to the next few episodes of Puny Gate. He may or may not be here in the form you see them as now, depending on how that whole beholder relationship goes.
I am excited to see the domestic relationship between the two.
So am I. So am I. Thank you. Is this going to be a nightmare for Catherine to edit? Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But
Blur the nipples and everything. It's fucking terrible.
we're not blurring nipples here. That's not what we represent.